Hi, I'm Mike Pino. I'm a Foster Forward alum, current adoptive parent, and DCYF social caseworker. I first became involved with Foster Forward when I was about 16, so about 20 years ago now, through a referral for a life skills program. So I completed the life skills training, and then Foster Forward continued to engage me in other programming and social events. I joined the Youth Advisory Board. I also completed the Aspire Financial Literacy Program, which is modeled off of the Jim Casey Youth Opportunities Initiative. And through that, Foster Forward referred me to participate in the Youth Leadership Institute in St. Louis and represent Rhode Island. So I did that and really developed my advocacy skills on a national level. So when Foster Forward told me, they wanted me to help and be a part of bringing that locally to Rhode Island and replicating that training, I was happy to be a part of it. My experience with Foster Forward really helped me gain confidence in my voice and my advocacy skills, and taught me that having young people at the table isn't just a check mark, and that we need to authentically engage young people, and they need to be leading the efforts to make systematic changes. Foster Forward, in my experience in the system as a whole, helped shape my parenting, just the compassion that the staff show there for young people. And then on a personal level, I'm really close with Vicki at Foster Forward, and she's a mother, and seeing the mother that she is really has impacted the parent that I am. And my role at DCYF, really, I think Foster Forward gave me a foundation to how to approach this work without judgment, right? And meeting families and children where they are. So for me, Foster Forward is different than any organization I've ever worked with in my professional role, in my experience as a young person in the system, right? When a young person comes to Foster Forward with a problem, Foster Forward's approach is not, let's see what we can do. It's, let's get it done. They just make it happen for young people. They don't, a lot of times, a lot of the providers that you're working with in the system itself is a lot of lip service, right? Foster Forward gets it done no matter how they need to for young people. So that's why I send young people there, because I know that they're gonna be valued and gonna be taken care of. I went into the system when I was 10 years old, and I aged out at 21. From when I was 13, I wanted to work in the system. I wanted to work at a specific program that I was in when I was younger that really changed the trajectory of my life. Unfortunately, that program closed. So I wasn't sure once that program closed, I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, but I will say that Foster Forward elevating my voice through sending me to the Jim Casey Initiative, right? And supporting that and all the experiences that followed that, which still impact me today. I'm in my master's program right now, and I'm starting an internship with the Center for the Study of Social Policy, which was made through a connection through Jim Casey, which came from Foster Forward, right? So still they're impacting, connections that I have today. Yeah, I think my 16-year-old self would be most proud of the dad that I am. It's something that I've always been passionate about since I was small. I wanted to be a parent. My career is not where I wanted to be, but I'm working on that. I'm working on my master's, but I'm very proud of the parent that I am. And I know my 16-year-old self will be proud of that as well. Foster Forward and the staff, more importantly, that make Foster Forward, because that's who they are. They're not just an organization, right? They're the people in that building, really showed me love. They believed in me, they valued me, and showing me that allowed me to develop into the leader that I am. And again, Foster Forward's like no organization I've ever worked with, right? In that when a young person in need approaches them with a problem, they get it done. So, and I think that's a really important piece of who Foster Forward is.